it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards, and today I'm going to be making a card using the, let me tell you what it's called, Meandering Meadows. This is the card, and it has a belly band. Take the belly band off, and then you open it like this. And I learned this card during World Card Making Day, and I changed it a little bit. Used different designer series paper and added this piece right here. When you open it, it looks like this. So this is a card we're making today. I will have all the instructions. I'll try to say the sizes and everything as we go along. But I will have an instruction sheet on my blog when I get a chance to upload it. So I also wanted to tell you that we've got until October 31st to have a special sign up if you would like to be a demonstrator. If you're Stampin' Up! Is celebrating 35 years, and they have a fabulous offer to anyone who enjoys rubber stamping as a hobby, or they want to make a business out of it. You don't have to. You don't have to do videos like I do. And there are two options when you purchase the starter kit before October 31st. You select the items you want from your wish list and the kit you want. You can select $125 in product and pay only $64.35. That's a deal. Or you can select $168.75 in products and pay only $99. Plus, you get free shipping and a free paper pumpkin on either starter kit. And you get free registration to the Stampin' Up! Annual virtual convention called On Stage in November. So that's the deal if you are interested. You can email me, elainescustomcards@gmail.com, for more information. Okay, here's the card. Get this in focus here. Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing. So I want to show you real quick the different papers in the Meandering Meadows. There's this one, and we're going to be using the back of it. Looks like that. There's this one. They're very pretty. I've made several cards. In a minute I'll show you what I've made with them. And then we'll get started on this card. Very pretty fronts. Pretty. This is pretty. Some solid colors on the backs that you can use. And then this one. So let's get started. I have a piece of blueberry bushel cardstock, 10 by 5.5, and I've scored it at, let's see, 2 inches, 3.5 inches, and I turned it over, scored it 2 inches and 3.5 inches. And we're going to just fold this. What I want is these 2 points to come together. So we're going to do a mountain fold here, and a mountain fold here, and then these 2 are valley folds, and I want them to come together. So let's see if we can get this folded so that it comes together in the center. I had a little bit of trouble when I made my other one. They didn't quite match up. So let's see if we can get this to match up. That looks good. Turn it over, and then we'll score here and here, and then down the center. Okay, then I took a piece of the designer series paper, and it's the one that looks like this on the front, and this on the back. And I cut it 2 inches, or I'm sorry, that's not 2 inches. This is 5 1/4 by 1 3/4, and you need 2 of those. And then you need 2 that are 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. And it takes the whole piece of Designer Series paper. You just cut off 3/4 of an inch off the bottom, because these are 6 by 6. And this, use 6 inches of it this way, and then 5 1/4 of it this way. So you're cutting off 3/4 of an inch off the top or the bottom, whichever you want. So I started out by gluing these to the front. It was hard to decide which side of the paper I wanted to glue down. But we're going to glue down like this. So you're going to put this one down. And then this one goes on the other side. I did all my stamping and everything ahead of time so that you didn't have to watch me stamp in color. Looks like I got glue there, so let's get my paper towel. Wipe that off. Okay. Once that dries, I can erase it off. And then I'm going to open this up and put this one on this side, right here. You can use Stampin' Seal if you want. I just like liquid glue so I can move things around if I need to. So put one there. Boy, I didn't like that move. Let's try that again. Moved a little more than I wanted it to, so there. Okay, and then the other piece goes over here. This side, like this. Okay. Just like so. And then I cut a piece of very vanilla. This is 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. And I stamped it, and I'll tell you which stamp sets I used. And then I stamped this and then colored it. Let me get this on here, and then I'll explain to you what stamp sets I used. So we'll put this in the center here. So now we have this. Okay? Okay. Now, the stamp set I used for this is the Garden Meadow stamp set. And then the stamp set for the sentiment was Circle Sayings. I used this one right here. Okay? Now for this here, okay, I did all of this. Oops, lose it underneath there. Okay, for this sentiment, I used the Textured Floral stamp set, and it's Birthday Blooms for You. I really like that. And I stamped it, and then I embossed it with the scallop. This is exposed brick. I don't know if you can see it looks like that. And I just picked a spot on here to emboss it. Okay, this piece is Balmy Blue, and I die cut that with this. This is the Scallop Contours dies, and I used this one for Balmy Blue, and that piece of cardstock was 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. This is very vanilla, and it was 3 1/4 by 2. And we're just going to glue that here. This piece of very vanilla, it was, or is, 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. I don't know if I said that. So let's go ahead and glue this to here, just like so. Okay. And then I went ahead and glued this one down to the front after I stamped and die cut. And I'll show you where I got this. So I'm going to glue that right there, just like so. I stamped this using the Garden Meadow stamp set, and I die cut it with the dies. This was the die I used, and then I stamped this with this set. I used this, this, and this, and I die cut with this. Okay, this one is what I used here. I just stamped it 5 times across the bottom and then colored it. Okay. Okay, now we're going to glue this to this side of the card. Okay, what you need to do is make sure that you get it centered and not, you don't want glue on this side, you only want glue on this side. I always turn it over like so, so I know where to put the glue, and then I put glue down, or you can use seal. So you just put glue on the left side, okay? And then you lay it down centered. I centered mine. You do what you want. So I centered that. Okay. The Stampin' blends I used light shaded spruce for the leaves. I used dark balmy blue for some of the flowers. I used dark fresh freesia for these flowers. And then I used light pecan pie for the basket. So the next thing you need to do is take a strip of berry bushel, and I got this when I trimmed my cardstock. This cardstock was 8 1/2 by 11. I trimmed off an inch because this has to be 10, and then I cut that inch in half so I would have a 1/2 inch, and this was cut off after to 5 1/2. Okay, so then I took I stamped this, colored it with those colors, closed this up, and I want this belly band around. And I like it connected in the front because I don't like to see the seam in the back, so I just kind of loosely wrapped it around like so till it met right here in the center. And then I put a dab of glue on here like that. I'll try to. There. Don't want to put too much or it'll make a mess. And then you hook it together. Just like so. Don't worry if it oozes out on this side. So I'm going to take that off and glue that. Like so. Hold it a little bit till it dries somewhat. Because what I'm going to do with my basket is set it over the top. like so. So let's put a little bit of glue on the basket. And you'll need probably, let me tell you what size of scrap you're going to need to die cut these two out. So let's just hold that there kind of in the center. Put the lid on there. So I had a piece right here that was about 1 1/8 by 3 1/2, and that was, I was able to die cut both of those pieces out. So once you get that on there, and you close this back up and slip this in there. So kind of like that. Okay. And then I took some of the brushed brass butterflies, or you can use these are real pretty. They're little birds and dragonflies. Adhesive back dragonflies and birds. I liked these. So I'm going to put these on here. And I put one right here on the basket handle. I thought that looked cute. And then I took that was the small one, and I took a large one and put over here. And then I took another small one, put up here on this side. And then I stamped a very vanilla envelope. And in order to color this so it doesn't go through here, I took a piece of cardstock that I don't see, or you can use if you have an empty thing that your dimensionals comes on, stick that in there, right in that corner. Stamp your basket, which I stamped everything, the images all with basic gray, because I didn't want to use black. And then I colored them, and I stamped my sentiments with blueberry bushel. So once you put that in there, then you can take your blends and color, and it won't bleed through to this side by doing it that way. So that's the card for today. And so leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. I decided to use the light pecan pie. I used the dark on this one, and I thought it was a little too dark. But I like the light better. So anyway, this is I'm calling it the Garden Meadow Gatefold card. And if you need to know any dimensions that I didn't mention, please leave me a comment. But I am going to upload an instruction sheet to my blog for you. So just give me some time to do that. Anyway, remember about the special 35 years Stampin' Up! And the special if you want to get discount on your supplies. If you know, there's things you want, like a cut and emboss machine, or specific stamp sets and dies. $64.35 for $125 in product is a deal, plus a free paper pumpkin and free shipping. Or $99 for $168.75 in product, free shipping and a free paper pumpkin, and then free registration to the Stampin' Up! Virtual convention called Onstage in November. So I hope you have a blessed day and that you have fun stamping. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, here are some of the cards I've made. I made this one. And use that same embossing folder. And then here's another one with a belly band. gatefold. Got a little gate in the gatefold. And then I used some ribbon on there, on the belly band. Both of these were pretty simple to make. This one was a little more complicated. On this one I used the, let's see. This Lazy Days stamps and dies. And what I did was, with this one, was I cut out, or die cut 4 and then glued them together. And I did the same with this. And then I took a portion of this for the gate opening posts, so it wouldn't be just kind of floating there. And then I stamped the little carpet and this rocking chair and this table and colored them. And then I die cut them out, and then I die cut this rocking chair. And the little birds here and this are, here's the birdhouse and then the bird. And then this is a die right here. But anyway, that's this one. But like I said, this one's a little bit more complicated of a card. So anyway, these were the cards that I've made so far with this stamp set, dies or paper or whatever. So let me know what you think of my cards. Until next time, have a blessed day.